Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. We're talking about value stocks once again with Tracey Ryniec, our value stock strategist at Zacks.com. And recently you wrote about a company, value stock called Crane Company. CR, the ticker symbol. What does this company do?
They're one of those big diversified manufacturers that I like because they've been around for forever, since 1855 actually. Most people would probably know one of their main products, which are vending machines. You can see their name up on the top of the vending machines. But they also have a really large aerospace and electronics division. They made parts for the Mars Land Rover, for airplanes, fluid control, things like that. But they're one of the companies that's doing really well in this kind of economy. It was hard during the recession, but they've come out of it and they're seeing sales really still continue to climb. This last first quarter, they saw sales up 15%, and they're seeing the strong in the aerospace. And they raised guidance. They raised guidance by a decent amount for both sales and for earnings per share. Their sales they thought were going to be 7 to 9% for the year, and now they're seeing 10 to 12% growth. This is great. They're also one of the ones that pays the dividend for like forever, and they didn't cut it during the crisis, and they've actually raised it from 18 cents to 23 cents, here a couple of years later. So they're still rewarding the shareholders. I put a 20-year chart up, which I almost never do because we have one for them, and they are at the 20-year high. They're not super expensive, about 14, 15 times. They do have the earnings growth. They have a nice story, but just no one knows who they are, but they're one of those companies that just keeps, putting out the good products and growing the earnings.
Well, there's still no shortage of people using vending machines.
No, that's for sure.
So, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Signet Jewelers is another value play here. SIG, the ticker symbol. Why is this a play?
Yeah, this is interesting because they were kind of left for dead during the recession. Like, who's buying jewelry when everything was going into the crapper? Nobody.
Yeah.
A lot of their competitors went under, but they survived, and they've managed to take business that their competitors gave them, essentially.
Yeah.
They're kind of a mid-market jeweler. In the United States, people would know them through Kay Jewelers or Jared.
Okay.
They also have about 500 stores in the UK through a couple brands there. Now, the good thing about them is the U.S. sales are up big. Like, suddenly everybody's buying the jewelry again, especially in this mid-price point. So that's a good sign that the consumers are, back to what they're doing. UK is more problematic because they got the austerity over there. So they saw almost no sales growth in the UK. They saw about a 10% sales growth in the US. US is bigger, so that helped in this last quarter. They beat the estimate. They said second quarter was looking pretty good going forward here. They're still seeing the momentum. So the estimates are all up a decent amount for them. The analysts, are very positive about this story still continuing for the rest of this year. And then you see the chart, you can see that going into the holiday season, the shares were getting a big price boost into that, I think because people thought that the holidays were going to be really good, which they were. And then the shares have kind of traded sideways since then. It got a little boost off this earnings, but it's not very expensive here. They're trading a little over 13 times. That's cheaper than some of their peers like Tiffany and others that are, kind of hotter stocks right here. But this is a good story. I mean, jewelry's hot again, and that's a good thing.
Always sells.
Yes, it does.
Most always.
Yep.
Do you own either?
I do not.
All right, check out more value stock picks and other stock picks in other areas on our homepage, Zacks.com. 4 new ones up there for you daily. With Tracey, I'm Terry Ruffalo.